Hello, I am Nikki and I live on this boat with my husband Jason. And for the last decade, we have dedicated ourselves to chasing our curiosity around the world and sharing our discoveries with you. And I'm sure, as so many of you can relate, this past year has been the biggest roller coaster. And through all of those ups and downs, it can get really hard to maintain the mojo, to stay inspired. And when I find myself in one of these ruts, which I am definitely in creatively right now, I try to disrupt the system, to shake things up, to give myself a new mission. And well, we have sailed over to Port Morel, which is just a stone's throw from Swallow's Cave. And well, caves always inspire some curiosity, right? And so we thought we'd give ourselves a new mission today, because typically we focus on capturing video, right? And obviously we're still doing that today. But I cannot even remember the last time we set out just for a photograph. Not for a thumbnail and not for Instagram or even just to capture the moment, but a photograph for art's sake. So that is the mission for today.
Let us
go.
There's no better feeling when I'm close to you. I look into your eyes as an ocean blue when I'm down. You lift my feet off the ground.
Unlike some adventures, Swallow's Cave isn't a secret spot or hard to find. On the contrary, it's hard to miss. Along the northwest corner of Kappa Island, it's a massive cathedral-shaped opening begging to be explored.
Whoa.
It's huge!
It's so dark over here. It's kind of creepy that we're the only ones here. I don't know, your nerves kind of...
Because it's dark and creepy?
Dark and we're alone. Oh, it sounds cool. Here, listen.
It's so colorful with like the blues and the greens, and obviously it's natural, it's not paint or anything. I wonder what makes it that way. My goodness, look at all that color. It's incredible. And I don't mean the graffiti.
Yeah. It's always sad to see graffiti in a place like this.
Humans.
Yeah.
We just can't help ourselves sometimes.
One more little... Ooh, that's real dark. Do you want to get in?
I'm a little creeped out to get in. I know it's going to be fine, but it's weird.
Those are all swallows' nests up there.
Looking up and seeing all those stalactites up there, it's always a little unnerving. It looks like spikes ready to come down, but it looks so incredible at the same time. I mean, the whole thing is... That's caves, right? Dark and creepy and weird, but so fascinating and incredibly beautiful at the same time.
And you're going into the water first, right?
Yeah.
I mean...
That's it. Jason's always the... no. That's your mask.
Oh, man.
Oh, no. It's your job, honey. That's what you do.
Yeah.
Hold up, before we go diving in, I need to tell you about a huge giveaway that our sponsor Omaze is doing, because this is by far my favorite collaboration yet. It's Earth Month, and they are giving away a vintage electric converted Land Rover Defender 110, impeccably restored by Himalaya. This 4x4 beauty has a 200-mile range, and one of my favorite road trips is through the redwood forest along Highway 1.
Now you can't tell me that isn't a view.
Now, can you imagine doing that trip in complete silence? I mean, you're gonna have to dance around with the bear bell or something before you go setting up camp.
Mr. Bear, we don't want trouble. We are the people. Don't eat us.
Plus, they're topping it all off with $20,000 in cash. And of course, it's all in support of a great charity, the African Community and Conservation Foundation. And their mission is to contribute to a world in which people and wildlife live together sustainably forever. They do incredible work to preserve important African wilderness areas and empower communities living alongside those spaces. So to enter for your chance to win the beautiful Himalaya Land Rover Defender plus $20,000 and support a great cause, click over to omaze.com/wins. All right, to the cave.
Okay, you go verify that there is no Loch Ness Monster down there, and then I'll come in.
Oh my God. It's so clear. There's a few fish.
Yeah, I don't know what that was.
There's a few fishes.
Is that there's a few fish?
Yeah.
Ew.
No sharks.
No Loch Ness Monster?
No Loch Ness Monster.
No Kraken?
And no Kraken.
Okay.
You're good.
All right, just for the record, not afraid of the sharks, definitely afraid of the Kraken.
Walking down the rails, trying to reach the light. Looking down the cliffs, shining blue in my mind. Should I walk through into the light? Should I mix black and blue tonight?
Holy crap, that scene of looking up at the water is unbelievable. Oh. Freaking spectacular.
So dark, I find it so confusing to fall back into dark thoughts and black. Changes all my thinking, leaves a gap in my soul. Black and blue takes the thoughts back to you, and I don't know what to do. Fall into blue, blue and black, walking on the wrong track, trying to find the way back. Fall into black, black and blue, 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 black and blue.
If it weren't for the late afternoon light streaming in, we would be in complete darkness. It's mysteriously calm. There's not a lot of fluttering from the swallows on the spires above, and only a small school of fish sparkling 60 feet below. The travel magazines from days past say this cave should be teeming with fish hiding out from bluefin trevally and boats full of tourists. But it is cyclone season and the borders are still COVID closed, so it's just you, me, and a solitary few. Feeling suspended in time, yet bathing in the soft light of another day in the kingdom gone by. She applied an invasive species.
Yes, the invasive plastic fish.
Bottlefish.
Bottlefish. Oy.
Oy is right.
Ruining the world. Oceans. Oh.
You're joking, right? You've got to be. I'm gonna say mission accomplished, because the mission was to go and capture a photograph for the sake of art and just to shake things up. And I had an absolute blast. It was a very different experience from what I expected, just because everything I had seen online showed these huge bait balls of sardines or fish, you know, that are swimming around in there, and I thought that's kind of what I was going to go for, and instead there weren't really any fish. It was pretty barren in there. I think it has to do with the time of the year. So it just provided this whole other feel to everything. But that afternoon light streaming in and bouncing off the water inside of there was just absolutely stunning. So I don't know if the video does it justice, but I feel like you see it in these photographs because it gives just like this glow and this ambiance that was very mystical. I was trying to narrow it down to 1. I narrowed it down to 6. I felt like that was pretty good. My favorite, I think, which I didn't see at the time and I see it now, I flipped it upside down because the rock looks like walls, like you're inside of a moat, and there is a river running down below, and the water is so clear you can't even tell that I'm in water. So I look like I am suspended or falling from the sky, like as if I've gotten pushed off the top of the castle walls and just drifting towards the water. So I really liked the feel of that, and I had an absolute blast just being in there and playing around and trying to get creative and just dancing in the water and being ridiculous, trying to create movement to give an interesting silhouette. I'm happy with what we came back with, and I've decided I'm going to try something that we have never done before, and it's just because we kind of went on this mission today and we don't do it very often, and we really should, right? Jason's a photographer by trade. It's what we used to do, and we just don't do it very often. Everything is about video, and we so rarely stop to get photographs, and I kind of miss that. And I am going to take my favorite photo, I think, and I'm going to add it to our store. So we're going to do a print, do a limited run if anybody wants one of these. Does anybody even hang art on your walls anymore? If you do, you can go over to our swag shop and you'll find it in there. It's on recycled paper, 100% plastic free shipping. All the stuff in our store is. So you can check that out if you're interested. So mission accomplished. Thank you so much for joining us today and exploring this beautiful cave with us. We will see you next time. I think we're gonna pick up anchor and head over to another little island because the wind is gonna shift, so we can't really stay here. There's another cave to explore, but that's gonna have to be another day. For now, we're gonna move on to another island. So that is that. Thank you so much for joining us. I've already said that, but thank you again. All right, see you guys next time. And and if you want to check out that Land Rover, because you know you do, link in the description down below.